Good afternoon, Benjamin here from TorchLight. Thanks for taking a moment to watch the video. We do appreciate it. Today we're coming with an interesting one. We've seen media reports and we've talked to a couple of customers via our incident response hotline that they have experienced some pain and suffering around what's called a deepfake in the HR process. Let me explain. What the North Koreans have done, and we think other nation states are starting to adopt the same tactics, is that you'll have an HR posting. They'll have one of their employees, a North Korean state employee, agent, whatever term you want to use, will get into the interview process via video conference, and who you're talking to is not actually who you're talking to. They'll employ some tools to present differently, so the face will look different, the voice will sound different, there'll be no accent, and they'll be aided by a team of folks off to the side you can't see, in addition to artificial intelligence, spoon feeding them answers for the interview process. You hire them. What ends up happening is that the North Koreans will have 5 or 6 people doing that one job, and they're trying to convince you that they're an A+ player and they need a promotion and a raise. North Koreans are very hungry for money, obviously, but really what they're after is more access to more data. The more access you give them, the more painful it is for you on the once the operation is complete. So they'll have a few folks just sitting in the background working almost 24 hours a day, getting A+ rock star type work output. And then after a couple months, after you've given them access, given them a promotion, exfiltration, encryption, ransom, blackmail, and obviously all the emotions that go along with that: shame, fear, embarrassment, regret. How could I fall for this? So what we put together here today is what we call Cheapfake. This isn't an extensive deepfake. We didn't take days to do this. We didn't spend any money on this. But I wanted to highlight how simple this was. I think it's about an hour and a half is what we put into this total. And what we're really, I think, highlighting, what we're talking about here is cybersecurity awareness, and specifically a subset, media literacy. Can you trust what's in front of you, and what is the risk for believing taking at face value what is in front of you? So with that said, on to the video.
I knew I wanted to be in the Navy from a young age. I loved jet fighters.
I knew I wanted to be in the Navy from a young age. I loved jet fighters.
Seeing them in the sky, on the ground, it didn't matter.
Seeing them in the sky, on the ground, it didn't matter.
When I graduated high school, my counselor told me I might do well taking the Armed Forces test.
My counselor told me that I might do well taking the Armed Forces test. So I took the test, and the results came back that I'd make a great nuclear propulsion officer candidate.
Back that I'd make a great nuclear propulsion officer candidate. From there, I was selected as a nuclear reactors engineer and have been in nuclear propulsion ever since.
From there, I was selected as a nuclear reactors engineer, and I've been in nuclear propulsion ever since.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for watching that video. We're really just trying to highlight risk and trust. There's very little trust, even a couple years ago. It's amazing how quickly that what you see in front of your eyes is not actually true anymore. So that video cost $0 to put together. Took me about an hour and a half to put it all together. I did have some extensive negotiations with the Actors Guild, and she was handsomely compensated in chocolate, which most of it did make it into her pie hole, but not all of it.
Hey!
We'll work on that as you get a little older, I guess. Anyways, happy 4th of July. Thanks for watching the video. As always, be on the lookout. Trust nothing. Risk is all over the place. Thanks very much.